even though he doesn't have the biggest social media platform in the world, Elon Musk is still influencing the tech world to make tech companies change their policies from HR to content moderation. And we can see this week when Zuckerberg itself declared they're gonna add community notes on their own platform. Well, let's talk about it today. I think we have some technical perspectives to talk about it. I know there is a lot of politics at play and entrepreneurship at play, and we're gonna go brush it off all of this, and then let's talk about the technical stuff as well because it's very interesting to see what's going on here. So, um, before we before we continue, my name is Lucas, and I wrote a book, a technical book. Actually, it's not very technical. It's more like my insights on the tech world and about the news and all the stuff that I've been taught throughout the years. So I have loads of articles I wrote throughout the internet, and I comprise the best ones on this book here called Tech Citizen. And yeah, this is available on Amazon today. But I want to give away one of this book if I reach 500 subscribers. So if you want to get one for free, so please leave a like, subscribe, and when you reach 500, I will give away this book. But if you don't want to wait until there, I'm gonna leave the link in the description for you to know how to get it. All right, so let's go to the news, and because it's gonna be a very quick one, because I think if you click on this video, you already saw it. You saw the what Zuckerberg posted. So he's gonna be getting rid of fact checkers. That's the base. That's the basic of the of the announcement, and he's gonna change the fact check for community notes. He claims that fact check has been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they have destroyed more trust than have created. So this is on his own note, and I think that most of the like the sentiment is true for everyone. I think everyone who are on either side of the political spectrum thinks that way, and that's the funny part. But yeah, so the most important thing here, I believe, is that he gonna move the trust and safety teams responsible for content policies from California to Texas and other US locations. That's a very important thing because we're gonna have to discuss that on a technical perspective because it's very interesting that words from the CEO sometimes they have a double meaning, and we wanted to understand better what is at play here. Okay, but okay, let's continue here. I think this announcement was made one day after Dana White joins Meta board of directors, and this is way more important because Dana White was a Trump supporter on the last election. You see then a shift of perspective on how Meta is going to be run from now on. The Meta now is getting closer and closer to Republicans, and then with that, you're gonna get a lot of things of the politics into the company as well. When a company, the problem is like when a company approaches to some political groups, the problem is they're gonna incorporate a lot of things these political groups want because because for the company perspective, they wanted to earn money, and then they understand that majority of people nowadays they like the way that the Republicans ideology or Republicans think. I talk about like U.S. people, like majority of them, because they vote majority for the Republican people, for the Republican side, and this is very important to understand. So like the company seeing that if Zuckerberg is a uh, very good guy to understand trends and what's at play here and how to introduce features and new products and how he positioned himself even to the way that he looks. So like this whole thing that Zuckerberg does today is actually was a realization that he have that he needed to change the way that he speaks to the public and how he shows the public. This is actually as well noted on emails, and I I didn't seek out the emails right here, but this is something that's really important to understand. And the move from the safety team from California to Texas, this will impact approximately 40,000 people. And this is not something that's very easy, guys. So like a lot of these 40,000 people, they're not gonna to move to Texas. They're gonna actually either lose their jobs or either going to another company. They're either gonna be unemployed, whatever. So a lot of people not gonna move to Texas. And this is a very important thing. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to work from home. They're able to work remotely, hopefully. But this is interesting because let's go here and look at Facebook and Meta that content and content moderation. So per day, billions of content, okay, billions and billions of content are created because we have not only one platform, we have three platforms that users generate content every day. So this content needs to have and some sort of moderation. Some violations going to be made, and people are going to report each other, and some filters on Facebook are going to actually remove or reduce the visibility of the content until it's reviewed. And that's why you have 40,000 people here that's gonna be moderating this content. So that's why you have this amount of people, because a billion of data that's generated every day. But what if, all right, what if you can change the content moderation and let the users themselves moderate the content? And that's what I think that community nodes was something Zuckerberg wanted to grab from Elon Musk, because on the same note here, all right, X has around 4,000 people on trust safety. There are 4,000 trusted contractors, all right, the day before Elon Musk acquired. Now, right, the company cut 43% of the trust and safety roles, and the Australian Commission of the Act said the number of full-time content moderations fell from 107 to 51. So it is a drastically reduced amount of workers working in trust and safety. And Elon Musk only was able to do that because he added the community node. So that the community node here is important it was important for Elon Musk to do, because he had to cut headcount, he had to reduce expenses on his companies. So community node that on these millions of users is not only a way to give people a choice to add a note there for something that they think is untruth, is actually a way to put people to work for X to content moderation. That's very simple. And I think Zuckerberg saw that and see like, okay, so I have 40,000 people here. All right. I have 40,000 people working for me. Why? How can I reduce headcount on my companies, increase like profitability, and actually still have content moderation on my platform? So it's a win-win situation when you add community nodes, when you can reduce these for 47% or 50%, we reduce 50%. That is other thing that plays well that we can note as well. Okay, uh, so like DHH is a guy that actually explained a lot of things. So I'm gonna link his articles articles as well, because his article is very good and on this political side, on the way that things is rolling out throughout the world, because Europe and Latin America they didn't like at all this to happen. But GHH didn't add one thing that we are not considering on this perspective here, because you still have 20,000 employees here on salaries that range from minimum 100K, all right, per year. So you wanted to reduce the amount of spending as well. And nowadays, some tools now, they have become very good in identifying and content moderation, which is AI. So, for example, I made that very interesting agent content moderation tool that I'm about to release soon, where I can use bias to actually create content moderation. And I'm very impressed how AI nowadays can do this for a company. So what we need, what AI is gonna do here now, is gonna be working alongside at the moment. It's gonna be working alongside this 20K trust and safety teams to actually create content moderation, because we're still gonna have, right, countries like EU and Brazil, so countries here let's go here. So the countries like you or Brazil, they're still gonna be notifying. They're still gonna be notifying Meta. Okay, so this is these countries, and this is Meta. Okay, so Meta is here. They're still gonna be notifying Meta about content moderation, and this. Oops, sorry. uh, okay, so this move. Okay, so it's still going to be notifying Meta about content to be removed that the content moderation team or AI needs to actually remove, even though it's not breaching anything that Meta understand that's not like a breach of their own uh, POC. So this is still going to happen, and they still going to need some sort of like interface here that they're going to get humans to get a notification and put this notification at play and remove moderation. But with AI now, I think this is going to be reduced, and probably you're going to see these numbers here from 20K now drop to a couple 10 people, and this is a huge money saving from Meta now. And this is what I see is at play here. It's not much about freedom of speech. It's not much about uh, the safety of the users. It's not much about politics as well. It's more a company find a win-win situation where they can reduce headcounts, improve automation, and actually give something that the user is going to be able to uh, feel feel grateful for, feel like re- to be awarded something. So that's, I believe that's here at play. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. And if you liked this video, please leave a like, subscribe. And what do you think? What's your thoughts about it? So like, what you think is really at play here? What is Zuckerberg true intentions are creating community nodes and removing that and reducing that trust and safety teams? Please be respectful. And as always, thank you very much and see you next.